So whenever we're talking about shoulder impingement, we also need to be mindful of other areas of the body. So we're going to talk about the thoracic spine. Typically, most people have a more flexed thoracic spine. So they're a little bit more slouched, kind of like Meg is showing there. And so when you try to raise your arms up overhead, if you can't open up your thoracic spine, you're more likely to impinge here. So we need to get some exercises to open up the thoracic spine so that we can better able to access upward movement when we're reaching. So a common exercise is to do some thoracic extensions over a foam roller. And we're going to talk about how we like to do them correctly, because I think a lot of people try to do a stretch or they don't do on and off pressure like they should. So you want to have your knees bent and put the foam roller around mid-back. For ladies, like kind of bra line is where I have people think about it. You want to make sure that you keep your abs a little bit engaged and your pelvis neutral or a little bit tucked, depending on what your preference is. What you don't want to have happen is as you extend back, you lose that and wind up just mobilizing your lumbar spine. Because a lot of people do have curvature there more than they should. So we want to protect the low back and isolate it to the thoracic spine. And you want to go until you feel some pressure of the foam roller in your back and then come up. And kind of repeat that on and off to where you're getting some mobilization of the joint versus going back and just holding and getting a stretch. And you can work different areas of your spine. You can roll forward to get a little bit higher. And you can also roll a little to get a little bit lower. You just want to stay off of the low back. You can also add in some rotation into one direction, a little bit of some side bending, just to kind of localize depending on where you feel you're the most restricted.